Yo, people, welcome back to the Quik Fix. That is, it's your boy Naro here with Ari. Ari, for the people who aren't familiar with Quik Fix, tell them what it's all about now, please.
So, Quik Fix is a roundup of the news that we missed throughout the week, and there is a lot. So let's get right into it. More shocking details on cult pastor Kevin Smith have emerged. So since the shocking news of the gunfight between members of Pathways Ministry and the police force, where throats of two members of the religious organization were slashed during a cultish ritual and a third person shot and killed by police. Even more shocking details and developments have emerged. So there's a lot to unpack here, but let's do this. It's being reported that police are conducting a search of 3 homes owned by Dr. Kevin Smith in Montego Bay, St. James. They were accompanied by firefighters who cut the padlock to the gates to facilitate entry. So Smith was still in police custody yesterday afternoon, 3 days after police were forced to enter the building in Albion from which he operated Pathway International to prevent more people being killed in what was believed to be a human sacrifice ritual. So a GoFundMe page has since been launched for Dr. Kevin Smith by a man based in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. So the organizer, Robert Smith, is hoping to raise $30,000, that's 4.5 Jamaican dollars million, to cover legal fees for the self-proclaimed His Excellency, who was arrested by the police on Sunday. Now is the time to stand up against our adversaries, he said. It's also been revealed that Tanika Gardner became so bewitched by her cultish pastor that she tried to remove her son and mother from her life insurance policy, making Dr. Kevin O. Smith her beneficiary. So the International Council of Pentecostal Bishops, a Canadian-based religious organization, also appeared to have dropped Kevin, the pastor of Pathways International, from its membership. So up to Monday this week, Kevin Smith's name was included on the ICBP members list posted on the organization website. However, on Tuesday, his name was conspicuously absent. So 42 members of the congregation, 31 women and 11 men, as well as 14 children were taken into custody. So the children were placed in state care, while the women and 7 of the men were charged with breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act and granted bail. 4 of the men, including Smith, remain in custody. The other 2, according to the Observer, were released. That's a lot I had to read. A lot.
During this week, I spoke of my basic discomfort and just irk spiritness, if that is a phrase, about this whole story. And the more you hear about it, is the more my spirit is irked, to be honest. The thing that stands out to me really is the insurance thing. And again, the fact that these people put them faith and trust in you as a pastor, and then it's clearly being taken advantage of. It shows how evil this man really is. And the church really been getting a bad rap, and now the thinking is all churches are really like this, when it is not. I know that there are a lot of churches like this that pose as places of worship, what churches are meant to be, a place meant to be for healing and for people to come together to feel a sense of oneness. But when them things are going on and police are raid, and then them are the first for shoot, and you really have to wonder, like, what type of place was this? How was this man allowed to exist so long within the space, or within this movement, within this body, even the body, the international body of bishops that them have? It just puzzling. I don't know if them find anything yet. As of this recording, I don't know if them find anything at the yard them yet. But yeah, charges are looming. I hope said that them forward with Davian. I deserve it.
The words that come to mind is disgusting, devil, evil, demonic person that he is. So just the fact that, you know, that he was even willing to, he killed her. No, it's a premeditated murder, first of all, if this turned out to be true, because he knew that he was going to sacrifice her, why is he just what and or I don't, maybe it's not even know, but to find out that he was going to benefit from her death. So no matter if this is something in plan or whatever, like he was going to benefit from her death, and I think that is disgusting. And this man is not a pastor. We shouldn't call him a pastor. He is a evil, narcissistic person, megalomaniac. And honestly, like the more things are uncovering, is more he's pointing to his guilt. And I'm just thinking that, you know, I hope that thorough investigation happen and people can really and truly get the justice that they deserve from out of it, especially the parents of the deceased, because people died unnecessarily.
With this GoFundMe thing, it just goes to show, say, yo, this man did have a hold over people. Because you hear all of them sitting there going, and yet still, yo, you have people who are still supporting cause. It's crazy.
Fellow narcissist himself, because only somebody who can see this and think that he's the victim.
Crazy.
Here. Anyway, so mob kills innocent man. So with tensions running high in St. Thomas, something like this was bound to happen. Sadly, Levi Chambers, who is of a South Haven address in Yala, St. Thomas, was stabbed by angry residents who mistook him for the alleged child abductor on the run, Davian Bryan. So Chambers, who reportedly had a mental illness, left for work on Wednesday morning. He mistakenly ended up in the St. Thomas town and was chased by a mob who stabbed him in an effort to enact their own justice for the abduction of 2 girls in the parish recently. So he died while in hospital. So Levi Chambers was not a suspect for the crime, and Davian Bryan is still at large.
When I saw this story, I said damn thing we talked about earlier in the week, and the fallibility of mob mentality and jungle justice mentality. And as I say, Ari, it's almost like it was bound to happen, because you could have said the people them bloodthirsty. And I see the clips them are people. We applaud the efforts of the community in finding the girls and even in finding this perpetrator. But when you see a certain bloodlust and the people them and them movements and them acts, it's like you really have to take a step back and say, yo, hold on the people, because we don't want things like this happen and see it end up going to happen.
And you see, and another thing that came to mind, I mean, it was sadly on my heart, is like how disposable men are in our culture. Because to be honest, is like the response is like, oh, oops. They say, what? Like an innocent man, and an innocent man with a mental illness at that.
I think that has something to do with it as well, no, for interject. Because they might seem as mental as, it's alright.
So again, that to add to the disposability. So he's not a sound mind. You know, he's whatever other silly attributes you put on him. Somebody that just make him discardable. And I'm so sad at that. You know, like men. Like, and I know people are gonna cuss and say, but men are the perpetrators. I'm like, yes, like let's work together to find the right person, because this man is an innocent man. Good men are being cut down because, you know, by other men, you know, whatever. It's just like because them just want blood and they don't care who them get them pound of flesh from. And I knew something like this was going to happen, and so sad that it happened within the week we predicted. You know, if people just really took some time and just, instead of wanting to be violent and just for quench that bloodlust, and just wait for justice. You know, so condolences to the family of Mr. Chambers. I know this is bad. I guess that's why the suspect Davian Bryan, his mother is begging for people to not to kill him. Because you know, she wants her son to, granted, whether he's guilty of the crimes or not. So guys, just please, like, let's just take our time and really work together for true justice, which is bringing the suspect, the perpetrator of this crime, to justice. And that's going to only happen if we allow the carriage of justice with the system, the police, to do them investigative work, and can just make sure the right person is held for this crime.
If I fear son, he might get punished, you know. He might get punished. But for be the execution in it is where I say you have to really draw some question. Touch him up couple. That me there pan, some of them then rough him up and then hand him to the other, make sure he get like a bruise upstairs and say, so we find him, sorry. But yeah, if kill him and cut off, like, no, he should be punished and tortured. And
I don't like that the response is just like, oops. No.
Yeah.
No.
Setting where I was watching Halloween Kills that week. Setting.
Like,
spoiler.
Oops. Oh, oops.
Mental ill
Sorry.
person mistaken for the killer.
No, guys, come on. We want the right person to be held for this. All right, so our last story is Sevana goes to court for car crash. So on Tuesday, October 19, Sevana appeared at the Westmoreland Parish Court for a preliminary hearing to answer to a charge of death by dangerous driving. So on May 25th of this year, Sevana was involved in a car crash along the Scott Cove Main Road in White House in Westmoreland. So according to the police, Sevana was driving a Honda City motor car towards Kingston when it collided with a Honda Fit going in the opposite direction. The White House police confirmed that the matter was reported to them on the same day. So the passenger in the Honda Fit, or Dia Cordeal, sustained severe injuries and was admitted to the Black River Hospital. Cordeal died on May 30. So Sevana was then charged on June 1 and attended court on September 28, at which time she was fingerprinted. So Sevana is to return to court on November 23rd. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, wait, what? This missed me. I was wondering if this is current. I was so surprised because I didn't know that she was in a car crash that ended in death. So I mean, I know that's already an ordeal that you have to, come to grips with. So I hope that, we find out what happened, and well, we know what happened, but like if it was dangerous driving, because I think that is what she have to answer for, and maybe that going to trial, I don't know, because maybe she contending it. So whatever the case may be, we're sorry to Cordeal's family. I know that also must be difficult to go through, to losing somebody so suddenly, and we wish the best for Sevana.
Yeah, man, this whole story rather unfortunate, on both sides, that someone lose a loved one, and that Sevana, who we are familiar with, going through this. I'm sure this wasn't intentional, you know what I mean? So for this happen, and for have it away from your mind for the rest of your life, I will go on. It must have got tough. I can't imagine what that gonna be like. But yeah, hopefully proper investigation was done for real, because probably what is being reported, and so it go.
And because another thing to mention, that Sevana was driving behind a truck, and the truck stop that caused her to swerve. So that's what I'm saying. If it may go into something else, maybe because if it was just a regular thing where she's like, well, yeah, and she just pay a fine and go. But I don't know if there are going to be any charges laid, and what if she's contesting it, if she's answering yes or no, guilty or not guilty. That may lead to something else. So we just have to wonder like what really happened.
Yeah, and we just have to go on wait and see what the course of justice the whole thing.
All right, so thank you. That does it for Quik Fix, guys. If you agree with what we said, leave a comment down below, like, share, and subscribe.
Yo, tell somebody say I love them in our comment section. You have to go on the bag of cussing today. You know what I mean? Spread some love. I'll go on, because the country need it.
Yeah, man. I love you.
All right, I'll wait up. I love you too, Ari.